battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. And the Bruins will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Rose. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So USC's offense will have the football first. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gore. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Blasted as he lets it go.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of... Jammed him, messed up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. He'll take a shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation formation, you might see a shot play. Pulls it and fires to the left. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rhodes. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Korea. Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
His drive will open from the 15. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Correa. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bruin. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
This crosstown rivalry at nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot later.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistent.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Back open in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Trojans will punt this one away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Ncaa. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off.
QB's doing a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Got a man. It's Core. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cole. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen. When they get beat, you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gore.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. With the catch, it's Rhodes. The Trojans send out the punt unit. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Fires to the right. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Here he goes. Touchdown, Bruin. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing. When UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the 2nd half, it's giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited. The fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Cole. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Running to Green. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Duke. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The inside handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Under fire! And the third down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll go right back to him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Correa. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Longo. Quickly complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. How much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Makes the catch around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Handoff from the gun. Can't get him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking downfield on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Bruins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Longo. Got his man downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged out of the air. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Dropping back, it's Longo. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds. And this season, it will find its